I have been dealing with anxiety for so long. Like, I was an anxious kid. I was always a good kid, never wanted to get in trouble, always wanted to please everyone. I mean, I got in trouble from time to time, but never a big deal. Like, I always wanted to do the right thing. I never wanted to hurt anyone's feelings. And it's just compounded and compounded into adulthood. And I got to a point where I tried to do everything that I could to get rid of this anxiety that just like built up in my body. Like, it was so heavy. It was weighing me down in every aspect of my life. And I've tried everything. I would go to the doctor to get better, and I just kept getting diagnosis after diagnosis. And at first it felt really liberating, like, oh wow, like I actually have something wrong with me. I can take care of it. But then it just never ever got better. Like, it didn't get better with therapy. It got a little bit better with therapy, but it didn't heal it all the way. And I took medication, and I never wanted to take medication. It never made me feel right. I didn't feel like myself, but I wanted to get rid of the anxiety. Like, I was sick of feeling that way. And I mean, I have spent so many years like hiding, being small, being afraid to be visible to the world, not being myself because I was trying to protect myself by trying to protect everybody else. And I just finally reached a breaking point where I kind of lost my mind for a while, and all of my negative thoughts just kept crashing down on me, like nonstop, every single day. All these thoughts in my brain, like I couldn't take it. Like, it was horrible. And I was like, okay, fine. So, this therapy isn't working. Let me go try this therapy. Oh, that's not working. That medication isn't working. Let me go try this medication. And I am not by any means trying to say that medication doesn't work. It does work for some people. It does have its place. But I'm just saying, if it's not working for you and you feel in your soul like that is not the problem. Like, the problem is how you think, how you carry your perspective. Like, I took on so much that did not belong to me, and I finally figuring this out. Like, oh, wait a second, that's not mine. Like, I'm mad about something that's not even mine, or my feelings are hurt. It's not even mine. Like, it didn't even happen to me. And I just held so much time in my body, like so many thoughts about the past. Like, I never ever would let the past go. Like, I lived there. Like, I had a funeral for my past a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and I still, like, I thought maybe visually, if I have this mental funeral, then I can realize, like, I'm living amongst the graves in my mind. And it still didn't work. I still ended up there. And when I wasn't in the past, like, I was totally in the future. And I'm like trying so hard, like, okay, like, if I make this move, then this will happen. And oh, I can't do that because then there's this consequence of that. And like, it was just so difficult to even figure out any little bit about me that I didn't even know me. Like, and the me that I did know was anxious and scared and tired and just heavy, and my soul just felt so heavy, and every single day was such a struggle. And if I wasn't sleeping, I was staying up all night, and I just exhausted myself. Like, adrenal fatigue, sleeplessness, insomnia. Like I said, every time I went to the doctor, I got a different diagnosis. Like, my body was just starting to like constantly be in pain. My shoulder went frozen. I'm like, I would think, I am so old. Like, I am so old. My body's breaking apart. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I went to the med check like last year around this time thinking that I was having a heart attack because I just had such bad panic. And panic disorder, I mean, it just would not go away. And this anxiety is like, it has limited me for so long. And I know you guys, I see it. I see your posts. I have conversations with you. Like, I know how you feel. Like, I get it. Like, I see you. I'm telling you, I see you. And why I'm making this video is because I can help. And I can help because I helped myself. And somebody led me to this discovery, and I want to lead you to the discovery because, like, oh my gosh, if I can give you just a dose of what I have now, and I promise you, like, it's gonna get better and better. You gotta get in there and you gotta do the work. And the person that is gonna help you do that work, his name is Jeremy. And he has this perspective that is none like any other person that I have ever read. And believe me, I have like literally like 50 self-help books like sitting on my bedroom floor. And I mean, he just has this magic about him, and he has this perspective. And I want to tell you, I went from not being able to drive down the road and eat peanuts in my car on my way to my therapy session for fear that I was going to choke and like need the Heimlich maneuver, not be able to give it to myself, crash into another car and kill somebody else and myself, like all within like literally like a 15-minute drive. And like, I had to move my bed on the floor one year because I was afraid that it was going to fall and crash and kill my dog, who liked to sleep underneath the bed at the time. And so I was like, I have to move it to the floor. Like all these thoughts, like just bombarding you. And I know those of you out there who are experiencing this, I totally know that you understand this. And you've seen my post, and like, I've had this conversation with you a little bit, like discreetly. Like, some of you know me pretty well, and like, you've been there with me. Like, you've took the phone call from me when I was pulled over on the side of the road and I couldn't drive because I literally thought like I was incapable of driving. The panic was just so bad. I mean, you've been there with me when I've had to stay at your house because I couldn't make it home because, oh my God, it was dark outside and I can't be outside in the dark. Like, something's gonna happen to me. Like, what if my tire blows and I'm out in the dark alone and somebody's gonna kill me? I mean, just extreme anxiety. And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. And there might be other ways that you can get rid of your anxiety, but I want to tell you, okay? So, I was in this, I'm going to use a metaphor because this is the best way that I can explain it. So I was in the garden of despair, like at my wit's end. I haven't been able to move. This is so embarrassing. I can't even believe I'm going to say this out loud, but I'm, like, it's just time to tell the truth. I've been at my parents' house for the last 10 years, since my last place that I lived where I broke up, and I couldn't move. Like, I couldn't move from there because I couldn't be alone in the dark because something bad was going to happen to me in the dark. And I didn't quite know what it was. I didn't know if it was a murder. I didn't know if it was an anxiety attack that turned into a heart attack. I didn't know if I was going to die in my sleep. Some nights, I literally thought, like, this is it. Like, when I fall asleep, like, I would stay awake so long until I absolutely could not stay awake. Like, sometimes it would be 2 or 3 days because I thought, if I close my eyes and I fall asleep, I'm not going to wake up. And I have so much left to do in this life. But it's so hard to do things in this life when you can't, because your anxiety won't let you, because your thoughts will not let you do anything else but think of them. And this is where Jeremy comes in, because he has this program. And you guys, I'm so excited about this because you probably see me post about it. Jeremy Lassman, I'm going to tag him with me so you'll see his name. And if you listen to the story first. So I get this piece of information that's like, hey, there's this person that could help. Maybe you should reach out, see what happens. I do. I take a phone call. We have a good conversation. And I'm like, I'm in the garden of freaking despair, you guys. Like I said, I am at my wit's end. Like, I don't know what else I can do. I am going to cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm taking medication. I'm seeing a psychiatrist. Like, I have all kinds of doctors. I have a physical therapist now. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, I've carried so much anxiety in my body, like so much time worrying about the past and worrying about the future. And I get this voice, okay, on the other end of the phone. And it was like the secret door opened. And I just needed to take just a peek, like just the smallest little peek to see, because right, nothing can help me now, right? Like, I've done all this other stuff. There's nothing that can help. But I was so curious because I had this yearning in me, like, that life has to be better than this. Like, this is not why I am on earth. Like, I did not come to earth to suffer. Like, this is not it. And so I'm telling you guys, like, the door is right there. I'm showing you the door, okay? The door for you is the click of a button. I want you to touch Jeremy's name and send him a message. If you feel like I did and you feel that call and like you just know that all of this pain and all of this heaviness and all of this like drowning and this, if you're not drowning, then you're treading water, and that's exhausting. And you got, all these people that you're trying to keep up and keep happy, and you're trying to hold your job down, and you're trying to hold your family. Like, oh my gosh, like, you guys, my heart goes out to you when you have kids, because I don't even know how you deal with that. But you don't have to. You seriously don't have to. Like, he can help you. And he helped me. And what I'm most excited about is that he is having this 3-month live interactive course, which he is calling, I see this, hang on a second. Oh, imagination is the key, which is totally true, right? Like, our imagination, like, holds the worst. Like, murderers are coming for me. Like, snakes and ponds are coming for me. That was another one. Peanuts are killing me. Like, I have the worst imagination. Or do I? Because with this perspective, with these theories, you can turn that around, guys. And like, you can use your imagination like to the fullest. And I've done it, and I'm living like such a joyful life. And I am just started. Like, Amber Sheets is going places, okay? So I want you guys to come with me. And I'm gonna, so there's this course. It's a 3-month course. Actually, it's gonna be an experience, because Jeremy just makes things experiences. And I know, like, you probably see me talking about him, but like, he is amazing. And somebody gifted me the knowledge of his existence, and I want to gift you that knowledge. So if you feel this, like, if you truly feel this anxiety, and you know, like, that the things that you have been doing, like, just aren't working, click on his name. It's that easy. Click on him put a little comment below, like, hey, Jeremy. I'll get it to him. I'll make sure he sees it. And just have a small conversation with him. Like, have that secret door open for you, because it is life-changing, and it has made all the difference in my life. And I no longer have anxiety. I wake up every day excited. Like, my mind is not full of crushing thoughts anymore. Like, they're gone. And I did it. Like, I'm not, like, he's not gonna wave a magic wand. He's a magician, but he's not gonna wave a magic wand and make it all go away. But he provides this space, you guys, like this space that you don't allow yourself, because one, you're too scared of what that looks like to be in that space, to even be able to create that space for you right now. Plus your thoughts, like, don't allow any space for you whatsoever. Like, they're crammed full in your head. But like, he provides this space. And for me, it was like winning the soul lottery. Like, I was like, oh my God, I have this space where I actually can see that this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, which I already knew that, but it was just like, he lets you find yourself. Some of you may know who you are. That's great. Some of you may not need this. That's awesome. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. You know a little bit more about me now. But some of you do. Like, some of you really honestly don't know. Like, you're lost. And you can find yourself. And I'm giving you some information that helped me, that could help you. So, this has already probably gone on long enough. But I want to tell you guys, I love you, and I'm so happy, and it's only the beginning, and I'm gonna be in this class, so like, the more the merrier. Like, let's come join, and let's play, and let's learn as much as we can about ourselves and about our imagination and how exciting that can be, and all of the possibilities. Because guys, the possibilities are infinite. Like, infinite. We can be whoever we want to be. And I know those of you who are like me know that deep in your soul, but you don't know how to get there. And I know a person who can help you get to yourself. And you might be saying, okay, if you're already there, then why are you taking these classes? Because I want to learn as much as possible about it, because it truly is genius. Like, it's genius. I'm just a person who has to, like, know the complete ins and outs of something, like, so well that I could teach it to another person. And so he's gonna have all this new content, and he's gonna be able to be there for you, and I'll be there in the class, and we can have discussions about it and just create this positive atmosphere and this positive life for ourselves. So if you are really feeling this calling, please do yourself a favor. Click on Jeremy, send him a message, let him get in contact with you. Even if you're shy, like, I was super shy. I was like, oh my God, I am not clicking somebody's name. Like, that, I don't know. But I am so glad I listened to my intuition and did, because guys, life is, there's no words. Like, you can breathe, guys. Like, I can breathe. Like, I can take a full breath and just feel joy and so much energy just by waking up in the day, because I get to create whatever I want with my amazing imagination.